Okay, is it working? I guess I'm gonna make this video for YouTube. I did this on stream when I streamed, because people were asking again about my season 3 thoughts, and I said before, the thing is, just like when I did my reaction to watching it, there's not a lot to show, dude. There's not like a lot of real fucking information that they gave, you know what I mean? It was kind of just like a cheap pop, but it didn't really show anything, not a lot of real shit to show. And I said the most interesting thing that they showed was actually the charge up goes through fireballs. And I said this shit before. You gotta remember, dude, I only do combos because I can do them, dude. I care more about fundamental shit in game. Because I would rather play the game if I like it. And I've said this before many times. Dragon Ball FighterZ is a shitty game because the fundamental stuff in this game sucks. All the people complain like, oh, they didn't talk about homing dash, they didn't talk about vanish, they didn't talk about this, they didn't talk about like, that's all the stuff I hate. It's like, dude, that's the only fucking different thing in the game, dude. That's the Dragon Ball FighterZ. That's the new storyline. That's the new plot device for a fighting game in this game, dude. Like, work on fixing the fundamental shit, dude. The fundamental shit is why this game fucking sucks. The new shit is the only interesting things about it, dude. But anyway, so why is Charge Up interesting, right? So this is why it's interesting. Again, and take whatever I say with a grain of salt because we don't know how it's going to turn out, but just what they showed, right? So imagine there's like no assist. Because if there was assist, right, and you try to charge up, well, how do I? It's been a while. Gotta make them try. So if there's actually assist on the screen, right, and you're trying to charge up, and you're like, oh shit, well, you're not gonna be safe going through the fireball like that, right? Whatever, dude. If you're like shooting beam assist, whatever the fuck you're doing, right? But let's think about it from the perspective, and this is where it could actually get used, and how it's actually adding a new potential dynamic to the game, and why it's interesting, right? So when there's only 1v1, right? Both characters are dead, and you're like, ooh, they're dashing back, they're going do. Oh, it hit, now I'm gonna vanish. You know what I mean? There's that kind of mind game. You know what I mean? You got characters dashing back and forth, trying to open each other up till they get the vanish and, the hit to vanish, right? Well, normally, you know what I mean? In that situation, when you're doing fireballs that far, that's not safe, right? So normally, what would happen is, because you could just react to the super dash. So normally, they might just be like, oh, I'm gonna block. Then I'm just gonna be reflecting, right? But now imagine, and they didn't show that you can charge out a block, so we don't know, but let's assume, for sake of argument, now in this situation where you're like, ooh, you're going back, oh, boom, oh, whatever you're doing, dude, right? You're trying to open the guy up, dude, tap, pew, 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 zap, zap, zap. Oh, it hit, now I'm going to vanish into my combo. Fuck me, right? But now, there's actually a dynamic where your guy might be like, oh, I might block, or, I might block them as, hey, I'm going to charge up. Because now I don't have meter to go, looking for my straight hit to vanish. Now there's actually going to be potential situations, again, when it's 1v1, because probably very unlikely, you know what I mean? Because with assists and everything that you'll be able to pull it off there. But when it's 1v1, and it's that specific thing where both characters are trying to get meter, and they're like, tap, 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 the full screen kind of footsies, if you will, of the game, for lack of a better term. Now you might actually see charge up. And that is why that is the most interesting thing that they showed in the video. Because that's the actual only new dynamic of the game that they've showed, dude. All the rest of it is kind of like whatever, I don't know. They showed snap is faster, the guy falls, okay. Okay, whatever, dude, it is what it is. I guess, it's probably going to change the game, but I'm talking about actually adding new dynamics to the game, right? So people are talking about like, oh, assist, you know what I mean? Well, here's a potential problem, right? I said before, let's get Vegito in here, right? We got the idea of, you know what I mean? It looks like every character is going to have their idea. Not every character has a beam, but every character is going to have their idea of, let's call it a lockdown assist, right? So he does his little laser beam, pew pew, right? And now we have this idea of, I'm calling it the free layup. Your friend is trying to get you laid. He's throwing you the condom. He's like, dude, she's ready to go, bro. I'm throwing you the layup, dude. You can't miss this combo, right? The dude is automatically teleporting like Goku. You know what he does? He just automatically teleports right next to the guy and he goes, boom, boom, he does that. And then he goes on the other side and he like, oops, wrong button. I forgot. It's been a little bit since I played. But anyway, so he does that, right? You know what I mean? So it's like the free layup assist. You can't miss this combo. That's what it looks like. It's like you're going to have this beam assist or this lockdown, let's call it quotation marks assist, and you're going to have the free layup assist, right? You know what I mean? Because they're probably like, well, fuck, you know, these lockdown, again, quotation marks assists are so powerful. We need to actually give the guy a reason to potentially pick another assist. So we got to make the assist so brain dead, it's the free layup. She just broke up with her girlfriend, dude. She wants the D. Administer the D virus, dude. She fucking needs it, dude. Here's the layup, dude. She broke up with her boyfriend. She needs it, dude. She's in a, you know, give it to her. You can't miss it. Your dude is literally teleporting right next to the guy. He's doing an auto combo and he's smashing right back, right? So, I mean, but is that interesting? You know, if everyone is going to have that kind of idea, which, you know, who knows how it's going to turn out in, you know, a couple weeks, but that is what it seems to be implying, right? So the only thing that is potentially interesting about that is I would say, okay, so Goku, it shows he teleports right next to the guy and then he does his auto combo and he smashes the dude back, right? So my question is, though, is they show DP assists like Vegeta. Vegeta teleported right next to the guy, and he did his DP, and then he knocked the guy back down. So my question is Vegeta's DP, when he teleports right next to the guy, actually invincible on the first frame? Is it actually a truly invincible the whole thing? Because you know what they did to the DPs in this one thing. DPs aren't frame 1 invincible, you know what I mean? Which is absolute fucking trash. Retarded. A DP assist, it's not, why the fuck, it's a DP, it's supposed to be. And, you know, then they added in the patch that, you know what I mean, you can't, like, what did they do? You can't, or no, you can't DP and then call an assist. Is that what they did? Yeah, whatever the fuck it is. Anyway, but the point is, you know, DP assists aren't invincible frame 1 or whatever, right? You know, it's fucking retarded, then it's invincible. But the point is, so it's like, well, fuck, dude, if Vegeta comes out and he teleports right next to me, and he's invincible frame 1 and he does a DP, well, fuck, dude. Look at little baby Gohan here, dude. He doesn't teleport right next to you. You better make his shit frame 1 invincible, right? So that's the only potential. That's what's actually interesting to me, right? I'm interested in seeing if some of these layup assists are actually invincible, if there's actually another dynamic to it, right? But overall, you know, assist isn't that interesting to me. It's a fucking assist. Like, okay, you know, I'm ambivalent to it, dude, right? You know what I mean? Because it's like, okay, I see the perspective why some people, you know, oh, we want my character to have an assist, but, you know, from a certain perspective, some characters should have bad assists. It's a tag team game. That adds a certain synergy to the game that some characters are different, right? And they showed off this, right? So they showed, what is this shit? We should just show Brawly just to make it more ridiculous. Let's show Brawly, fuck it. Look at this dude's arm, man, this dude. Never misses arm day, dude, right? Where is this? How do I do this? Time out. Enemy sites? Wait, oh, wrong thing. So, right? So they're showing, like, they didn't say if Fuzzy Guard shit is out, which is, you know, who knows, because then they'd have to change how the properties are stored from one position, you know, to the other when you're blocking and, you know, all this kind of shit. But what they did show is we don't know if it's actually like Fuzzy Guard, them trying to show it goes away, or if it's just a standardization of hurt boxes. You don't know, but all I can say is the fact that they showed that kind of thing going through a character is stupid. It's visually deceptive. It's visually deceptive. The character is big. He should be getting hit. Do you understand how stupid that is? He should be getting hit. Why the fuck wouldn't he be getting hit? He's huge. His arm is as big as fucking Vegito, dude. Vegito is standing next to him. He's basically could give him a blowjob while he's standing up, dude. He's a big character. He's supposed to be big. Your character can be Fuzzy Guard. Okay, well, fuck, dude. That's a video game, dude. So you want to like, oh, I don't like it. So let's make them all the characters of Team Gohan. Like, wait, what? He's small. He should be different. Should they have the same hurt boxes? Like, why? Stop with this fucking baby shit, dude. That's another standardization of the game. Like, dude, it's not fucking ABC. It's not like a rock, paper, scissors thing. Not every character is just like the same shit, dude. It's not fucking checkers. Christ. And the other thing I was talking about in the stream that I'm worried about is, again, you gotta remember, dude, this game already does reward you for losing. Sparking gets better when you lose, right? You are being rewarded for losing. And you gotta remember, video games, fighting games, don't actually really have a super good history of comeback mechanics being really popular. X Factor was not universally loved. K Groove, even back during the CVS 2 days, was not universally loved that someone could get 2 level 3s. You know what I mean? You know, I know there's like, you know, way back in the day for, you know, Fatal Fury and shit like that, you know, Desperation Supers and then King of Fighters and all that kind of shit, right? But generally speaking, though, comeback mechanics and rewarding a character for rewarding a player for losing is not universally loved, right? You know what I mean? So why are you rewarding a dude for losing and punishing me for winning? So my question is exactly how is the bar going to work? Because, I mean, is it going up when the guy blocks? Because imagine, we're talking about Vegito. One of Vegito's weaknesses is, you know, he has like shitty lows, right? You can just keep blocking him, blah, 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 blah. You know, boom, 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 blah, blah, blah. I forgot what I'm doing. You know, oh, wow, damn. I just got back from the hospital, sorry. Wow, dude, holy shit. Wow, dude, sorry. Anyway, whoo, fuck me, dude, exposed. I can't even do a fireball. Fuck. Anyway, so what was I saying? So the thing is, like, Vegito has, like, you know, shitty block swings. He doesn't have good lows, whatever. So, but here's my perspective, though. So if it's going up when you block, which again we don't know how exactly how much it's going to work. You know, it's still a couple of weeks away. But imagine if a character is just like blocking the whole time, dude, right? So is the guard, that little meter, is that going all up the way for them? So does the game think that they've lost the match now? You know what I mean? So does the game think like, oh fuck, he lost the match. He's losing the match. So let's imagine Vegito's doing some crazy string, you know, blue, fuck my titties, whatever the fuck he's doing, right? And you just block it the whole time, and then that meter is all the way up on your side as if you are losing the match because you're blocking the whole time. So now let's say you randomly open up Vegito and you kill him. So now his bar goes back. The bar goes back a little bit because you just killed him. But since you build up that full bar from earlier, technically now, remember, you're supposed to be doing more damage, and the game gives you at least one free super. We don't know how many it gives you. But the point is just, it's like, well, fuck, dude. In that kind of situation, isn't that kind of fucked up? Again, how it's going to work, you know, we don't know until the game's really out, a couple weeks. But think about it from that perspective, especially in a game where it looks like, from the video, it looks like block damage still isn't a real thing, which is fucking terrible. Again, looked like the block damage was piddly shit. You know, they showed beam assist doing nothing, so I don't know. Unless they're going to add it in. It's 2 weeks. Pray to God, add in some block damage. Stop being a fucking baby, dude. You know what I mean? So that's something that's potentially worrisome for me. And then at the end of the day, too, or is it just something like, you know, or if the match is really just close, you know what I mean? Is it just really an excuse to, when you're about to die, we're giving you another freebie of a meter. The match is close, so everyone gets a, hey, your participation award. You lost your guy, so here's a meter for you. You lost a guy that character lost one time, here's a meter for him. You lost that time, here's a meter for you. Here's your star, your participation award. Is it going to be like that? Is it just a participation award for playing the game? Just a fake way of saying like, hey, we're giving you one more chance, but technically once then you beat him, then he's going to get his one more chance, right? I don't know. It was pretty fucking vague, right? So that's why I was saying, like, what do you want me to fucking say about it? Like, some people complain, like, why did you think charging was the most interesting? Well, what the fuck else did they show? It was pretty vague. Even charging was vague, dude. So I don't fucking know, dude, right? But at least the charging shit shows a potential new dynamic for the game. A potential, like, new thing that could happen. And so that's why I think it's interesting, right? So, you know, anyway, overall, like I said, I'm not too corny about it. Like, I just thought that, what a PR nightmare that fucking interview was. You know, the guy was like, oh yeah, so tell us about all the new moves you're going to be putting in. And she was like, oh no, we're not putting in any new moves. We spent this entire year thinking about what assists we could give a character. Wow, dude, I was just like, Jesus Christ. What a fucking PR nightmare. I can't believe she fucking said that. She sounded fucking stupid as hell. Took you a year to decide what assists to give a character? What the fuck, dude? Why would you say that? Hey, what moves were you putting in? How many new moves were characters going to get? No, we weren't going to give characters any new moves. We were just going to, we thought the whole year about what assists to give them. Dude, go, I'm sure you could go find any fucking GameFAQs thread, any fucking Reddit, where the fuck you're going, dude. Ask Jimmy down the street, what assist would you give a character? And he wouldn't take a year to tell you what assist he would give a character, dude. He'd probably come back to you the next day. That'd be like little fucking Jimmy resurrecting his game facts from a year ago. Like, hey, dude, it took me a year, but I thought of it. I thought of the assist that I would give Vegito. It's like, Jimmy, this took you a fucking year? Yeah, but yeah. It's like, Jimmy, you could have used this year to kind of like, you know, fix the fundamentals of the game. Put in some new moves. No. I thought of a new assist, right? God, dude, what a fucking PR nightmare while that was. Anyway, I hope it's good. Like I said, I'll try it out. You know what I mean? I'm hoping for the best. I hope you know, there's some new shit. I hope they fix some of the fundamental flaws. I hope, you know, when I've showed things that I would switch about characters, I hope they switch some of the just, since there's not going to be new moves, you know what I mean? I hope they switch some of the fundamental flaws of moves that I've showed before. And others, you know, I could probably go more into that now since we're not going to be getting any new moves. Maybe I should make a video talking about more fundamental flaws of the game, but again, you know, at the end of the day, I hope the game is good. Like I said, I would like to have a video game to play, but I'm an adult, dude. I don't play a video game if I don't like it. So that's why I only do combos in the game. Well, why the fuck would I waste my time playing this game if I don't like it? I don't fucking like it. I think it sucks. But the thing is, people don't get the new ideas about the game are actually potentially cool. Because you got to remember, you can't give Ryu a homing dash. Ryu's not going to have a vanish. Ryu isn't going to be flying through the air or whatever, dude. Because that's just not Street Fighter, right? But Dragon Ball FighterZ had a chance to put a new perspective on a fighting game with adding these new kind of mechanics. But the thing is, the fundamental ideas of the game are just such absolute trash, it fucking ruins it. That's why I don't get why people are like, oh, all you do is complain about the game. I've made many videos saying all the awesome things about the game, dude. You gotta realize the game is fundamentally fucked up, though. Like, what do you want me to say, dude? Anyway. That's my point. Hopefully get some more news soon, but, you know, I'm not really sure what else to say about it at the end.